Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
Jay, so
What's going down? What's going down? Happy Wednesday, man. Midweek hump
good.
day. Hopefully, everything is good. What's up with you, Jay?
Sore.
I
It's a
wonder
great
why. I
feeling.
wonder why.
It's a great feeling.
In case y'all missed it, man, we got to go live at the gym the other day. We gave you guys a little special some, the way we recorded it and all. So check that out. It's going to be really cool. But yeah, we did go live the other night for you guys. But
Fuck yeah.
for the weekly, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a new segment, and it's gonna be called Monday
Monday
Night
Night
Live.
Live.
Monday Night Live. So we're gonna be doing that for you guys, and we're gonna be going Monday nights live at the gym for you guys.
Yeah.
Just working out, showing you guys what's up at the gym at like midnight and who's creeping out that time. So we will show you.
It was cool. Yeah, we had a good one. It was really good. We did back during that live gym session, so
Yeah.
it was good.
Who knows? I mean, one of those nights, you never know. You might catch some, out of the ordinary, like Jay flashing at somebody or something. So
What?
we'll see what happens. It'll be very good though to check it out. Check out the show.
The difference is at in Mattio at night, it's everyone we know, so it's all good,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Be careful, man. Y'all working out, and Jay need to take over that spot. Y'all screwed, man. Y'all better not be on the phone messing around with
On the phone.
those. No
It's less
phone.
likely to happen at night, like when we're there. That's the best part. During the day it's different, but at night it's very less likely.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because most of those people at night, they're there to get it in and leave.
hopefully, man.
No, it's
We don't need.
I
We
trust
don't need.
I trust San Mateo at night, especially at that time. If it was 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, you're right. But at 11:30, 12, yeah, I think we're solid, bro.
We don't need none of that thumb fucking mobile bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know. Believe me, I do know.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on. So everything's good with you, Jay, for Wednesday, besides the soreness, because I'm sore
Yeah,
just like.
yeah. No, it's a beautiful sore because like I said, Sunday through Wednesday went hard. Like it's not just upper body, it's lower body. I'm just the whole body sore. Get a few days now to recuperate and then go back hard. And then, like I said, we'll still have gym reels up for everyone, on Friday, you
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
and
Exactly.
then yeah, and then we'll get back to our schedule Monday, like you said, Monday nights live, and then yeah, but we'll be posting gym reels throughout the week, Wednesdays and Fridays usually.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so it'll be perfect, you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll also get to the audio problem too. Remember some of the parts in our live were a little you couldn't hear everything, but we'll get that all fixed and then yeah. But showcasing our gym session, it's very helpful to people, so people can see exactly what we do, for each muscle because we always switch it up anyway. It's very important, you know.
Definitely. Definitely.
Very, very important for people to see that. Obviously, if you're working out, you also need to have the right nutrition. That's why cooking is very important. That's why I try to showcase Chef with Jeff. Eventually, when it's time, you'll be coming through and we'll do the live Chef with Jeff, you know what I'm saying, on Saturdays. So we got a lot in store. So it's cool. It's very good.
And I showcase, Day with Kate on Sundays. Me and my wife
Exactly.
go out, showing you guys California a little bit and what's
Yeah.
in the Bay Area. The nice things out here. Plus, that's a little bit what I'm about is the love part of it all. So Jay's gonna give you the cooking. He's gonna give you the building of the muscle. I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
the relationship building. We got you guys covered, man. Like Geico, we saving y'all 20% on life.
Right? I like that. I like
So,
that.
all right. So, Jay, let me ask you, did you know the largest great white shark ever recorded is now swimming near a popular tourist destination?
Where?
Well, let me tell you real quickly, my man, this shark is no ordinary shark. We are talking about a great white shark that is 14 feet and weighs 1,653 pounds.
Pounds or tons?
Pounds.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So this is a big boy. And he is currently spotted off of the coast of North Carolina.
Oh, on that side. That sucks. That sucks.
Yeah, if y'all are swimming around north, and I think Jaws, like the original Jaws, I think that was also made in like Maine or somewhere's up
It
there, like
was. Yeah, it was.
so. Yeah,
It was definitely up that way.
exactly.
Sharks last for hundreds of years too. It's not like it's they're there for a long ass time. It's hard to kill a fucking shark.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, man. So they last for hundreds of years.
They're survivors.
Yeah, they are. So you definitely got to be on the lookout for that.
Exactly. And for all my gamers, Jay, did you know that Microsoft just came right out and said that the next Xbox will be a PC?
Okay. I did not know that.
Next generation consoles will be Windows based and not locked to one store.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, so they actually signed a deal with AMD to co-engineer
Oh
silicon,
wow.
make the chips, in other words, for its next
Okay.
generation Xbox console.
Okay.
So that's gonna be kind of crazy.
That's so. I ain't mad at that.
And Jay, I know you do know about this, but just in case, did you know that in Europe there is anti-terrorism protests growing more and more each day?
I reported it. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. We're doing it for average day Joes. We got 13 people watching. Shout out, by the way, and we're doing it for the people that don't know about this stuff. We gotta let them
Yeah,
know.
for sure.
Kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
All right. Did you know, Jay, that Nike supposedly just unveiled the all-new Kobe Vault?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, I guess it's like going to be a vault that holds a lot of his like memorabilia.
Cool. That's what's up. Where?
Huh?
Where? At Nike? Like
Yeah,
actual Nike? Okay.
that's like I think that's going to be at the
At campus. At the
yeah,
campus.
which is in Oregon, right?
Yeah, I've been there. Remember, I was gonna work there.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you were telling me I'm gonna move to Oregon, bro. Like Portland. I was like, no way.
I did, and I went up there. I went up there like, with someone, and she had family up there, and I was like, dude, this place sucks, bro. I did not like it. I was like, dude, you. I was like, Nike's cool. It's really nice campus, but you want me to live up here? Ah, that shit was weak, dude. And then I went to Portland just to see, and I was like, nah, man, this ain't for me.
You want to film the trees or what?
It's not city, man. It was like small city,
Just
like
nature. You got the forest.
yeah, it's just not me, bro. Like I was like, dude, this is not me. Like even Portland was like, I thought it was gonna be some big ass city. It really wasn't. I was like, oh,
Seattle will be the like closest you get to SF.
yeah, but that's still hella far from Nike.
No, I
Like
know that.
it's not like it was close. Like Portland was pretty close to Nike. Like that was a pretty close drive. I'm not gonna lie.
At that point, you should have just applied for fucking Microsoft or Boeing in Seattle, dude.
Well, obviously it didn't go that way but that's one company I would have liked to use my degree to work at just because, you know what I mean? Like,
Which one?
it's Nike. But I didn't, like I said, I ended up working tech. You know what I mean? I worked at Yelp, so
Yeah, you should have just got a job saying, man, Jeff Bezos, bro. You should have became cool with him.
Amazon life.
Sad. Free service.
Yeah, right. That's all good, man. No, I'm not. Corporate's not built for me, man. Like it's not my life. That's what I mean. I can't make other people rich. I just, I'm not built like that.
No,
I work hard for myself because I know I'm getting myself all the profit. Obviously you split it with, the mains, but for the most part, you're paying yourself.
Right.
So, but yeah, I had to learn that. So it took a while. I had to learn that. So that's why it worked out like that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, Jay. Well, did you know that Tesla stock today plummeted as company abruptly halts production of the Cybertruck and the Model Y?
Today?
Yeah, so Tesla today paused production of the Cybertruck and its newly retooled Model Y, and the stock market went into a frenzy.
That's weird because today I read that China released their Cybertruck clone.
Oh, no why? Maybe I
That's
wonder
why.
what that has to
Okay,
do.
that's why. Yeah, they have a Cybertruck clone. Literally just released it today. Like, I don't know nothing about it. I just know I read the thing and said, oh, China reveals their Cybertruck clone and they released it today.
You know what, though, Jay? I'm going to go with you on this, and I'm going to say he'll be all right. Elon will be all
Yeah, obviously. I know that. He's really focused on his robo taxis anyway, which I'll be reporting on.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. Jay, did you know that bats do not give cancer?
Okay. I didn't know, but okay.
And scientists are trying to figure out the reason why.
The bats don't get cancer?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they're like, I guess it's inside, it's within the lineage. So, it's like all genetic.
I believe it.
Yeah, some of the chromosomes, I guess that some of them bats have are like tumor suppressor chromosomes.
Bat, nocturnal, they do their thing. I ain't mad at it.
No.
Bats are dope. And they love the dark.
Jay, this is kind of crazy. Did you know that in 2019, it was discovered, a fungus was discovered that metabolizes gold?
What?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that. That's crazy.
Some already want to use these organisms as the key to mining in space.
Yeah, that's a trip.
And I guarantee you ain't going to know what country this was discovered in.
No, I don't know.
This fungus was discovered in all places of all would be Australia.
Okay. Okay. I could have probably guessed that. I was gonna say New Zealand. I don't know why. I was just gonna say something off the wall, but that's over there. So
Australia is where it makes sense.
yeah. That side of the world. That was my whole theory.
Yeah. Let's see. Jay, did you know that there is a sewage crisis on the California coastline, which can be seen from space?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, so I guess some of the beaches are pretty contaminated around San Diego right now, and
Oh shit.
yeah, so
Well, you'll be reporting on that live, I'm sure soon.
yeah, if it keeps it up, yeah, that'd be kind of crazy because I'm going there, so I might
That's
have
why I
to.
said you're reporting live on it.
I might just have to go to like Cabo San Lucas or something, this time around.
Oh, it's not a bad idea.
Why not?
You're not far away from it.
That's what I'm
From
saying. Yeah,
there,
go there, dude. Shit, like
Cabo's
why?
real nice.
Yeah,
Get away from Diego,
exactly. That's all that matters, my friend.
Oh, that's good. Jesus, man. Oh,
Jay,
fantastic.
did you know that today they announced that Waymo is expanding into several more cities, taking
Yeah,
away even more Uber driver jobs?
of course. Their AI is spectacular. Like I tell all my guests, man, like they really don't believe me. Like, I've been watching Waymo for hella long ass time now, man. Their AI is spectacular. That's why they're doing that partnership, you know what I mean? I believe it was with what Toyota, when that new Toyota comes out, that remember that I forgot the one you reported on. That's why they're doing that partnership because their AI spectacular. They're just selling their AI to them because man, you can't compete with their AI. That's
Right,
why I'm hoping, like the Tesla AI is really on that level. That's why, I know I haven't seen the robo taxis in action.
yeah,
Texas is all over it right now. So he'll be, once they're fully like ready, like because they should be going full stock in Texas in like a week or two,
oh,
and
okay,
then it's supposed to be coming out here shortly after out here.
nice.
Because they'll be competing with obviously, Waymo, Zooks, and obviously everyone else out here.
Yeah,
So it's going to be interesting.
definitely. Jay, remember when I told you the other day about quantum computing, how, there's a lot of repercussions that might happen and we don't even know half of it yet?
Yeah.
So let me tell you this, Jay. Did you know that experts achieved teleportation finally?
No shit.
We can now send information to the far universe. And do you know how they did that?
Um, I don't know.
So what they did, this was in May of 2025. Researchers managed to teleport a quantum state through fiber optic cables. The next step is sending information to the most distant part of the universe. But yeah, so they're using fiber optic cables to teleport messages, and yeah, it's all like done through quantum computers now and stuff, man. Quantum.
Wow.
It says quantum data and traditional internet data can coexist in the same optical fiber. So
Damn. Okay. I'm getting at it.
it says that quantum communication does not use electrical impulses or conventional waves. It depends on individual photons, which are carriers of very sensitive quantum states and can be lost when exposed to interference.
Okay.
So they're figuring that's all they were trying to figure out to make it much faster. Pretty crazy, right?
It is crazy. They're getting after it though, so I'm not mad.
Right. Exactly. What else I got for you? I guess we'll go over a top of something. Like I think what I have is, let's see, for the top facts for you today. Let's go over the 7 best dog breeds to protect against coyotes.
Okay.
Since you've had a lot of coyotes around your
I have a
house.
lot of coyotes. I actually, whenever I walk in at like 3 or 4 a.m.,
Uh-huh.
they always, I'm guaranteed to see one. They
Oh,
always one running by or walking by.
okay.
It's like normal these days. Now it's like he used to like trip out and be like pray, searching. Now he just casually walks and then the coyote just goes right
Uh-huh.
by.
Nice.
Because coyotes just trying to eat. That's all. They're just out there eating.
So we're gonna do the top 7, okay?
Yeah.
Of breeds of dogs that are able to, guard against coyotes.
Of course.
At number 7, we have what is currently known as the present day Kochi. It is a Tosa Inu. It's a Japanese dog that has a violent history for dog fighting and is still used legally for this sport in Japan. These dogs
Okay.
are also called the sumo wrestlers of the dog world.
No shit.
Yeah. So those are pretty badass dogs. They can guard against coyotes. Let's go to number 6. At number 6, we have the Saint Bernard. This massive mountain dog hailing from the Swiss and Italian Alps is a dignified and strong breed that helps in rescuing people from white death. Avalanche mountaineers and monks rely on this mighty dog to take them to safety. What you know about Saint Bernards?
Beethoven.
At number 5, we have the one and only Boxer. This medium to large dog was developed in Germany for hunting savage game like bears and wild boars. It is a short-haired dog breed of Mastiff type, and it might be an expressive, emotional, and sensitive guy at home, but it is a fearless protector with a brave attitude outside.
It's very interesting because it's like built like a coyote.
Yeah,
They're
it
not
is.
even that big boxers. That's why I was like, huh? It's interesting.
At number 4, we got the one and only Turkish dog, the Akbash. The Akbash is another Turkish dog breed hailing from Western Anatolia. The word Akbas means white head in Turkish, and the slightly long and tall white dog with a curled up long tail and a wedge-shaped head, along with pendant ears, is a reliable protector and livestock guardian. What you know about that, Jay?
I don't. I don't even know what it looks like. What you said. I'd have to look it up.
At number 3, we have the Anatolian Shepherd. This is another Turkish breed and was developed from a line of shepherds, the Kobin Kopegi or shepherd's dog, to protect and guard livestock. It's another big boy. At number 2, we have the one and only, the Great Pyrenees, another
Okay.
breed that has the heritage of being an ultimate protector and has been used as a livestock guardian since at least 1200 CE.
That's a good one.
Good one, right?
I know that one.
All right. But at number 1, your final dog breed that can protect against the coyote. It is going to be your number 1, Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Okay. Yeah.
This large and cool guy hails from southern Rhodesia, present-day Zimbabwe, which is a region in southern Africa and was developed in the 17th century by combining the native Khoi dog with the European breeds brought in by the colonials, including terriers and greyhounds. The Rhodesian Ridgeback is an incredible guard dog and protector. Its muscular body and beautiful wheaten coat gives the dog a majestic presence. Those are badass, bro. Honestly, like I wouldn't mind getting one of those, bro. Like if I was to get 2 dogs, it would be a Doberman. Honestly, it will be a Doberman. It will be a Ridgeback, and then my third one would be like a little those little miniature pinchers. I would get 3 dogs.
A mint pin.
I just need a bigger space. So like once I get, again, like my little ranch and shit up in the woods, then yeah, man, I'll be good to go. I'll have some dogs running around.
Yeah, I've never really. The mint pins, they're funny. I know a few people that had them.
Yeah, exactly. They're pretty cool dogs, man.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're cool.
They're cool. They're cool.
Yeah, they are. All right. So let us move on and get into some sports trending topics. And let's start off with the one that just happened, the breaking news from my favorite one and only Lakers team. What is going on with the Lakers? What is the shakeup?
It's not really a shakeup, but they're
A breakup, not a shakeup.
well, yeah, they're just capitalizing, man. The Bus family is they're gonna sell them. They're selling their rights to the ownership. So they're selling it to dude that I believe he owns the Dodgers, Mark Walter. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. What is on?
Yo, I'm back.
What are you doing?
Just got turned off on accident.
You did? I was like, what the hell is he doing?
It's all good though. We still live. Everything's good. So what happened with the Lakers?
Exactly what just happened here.
Yeah,
They got sold.
that's what I'm saying, man.
And I mean, they're just selling it. The Bus family selling it to the owner of the Dodgers, Mark Walter.
Yeah.
10 billion, $10 billion
He's the
dude.
Dodgers owner?
Huh?
He's the Dodgers owner? I
Yeah.
didn't even know.
I mean, so he's just playing Monopoly. He owns the Dodgers, and guess what? You don't have to, it's right there. It's the Lakers. Why not?
Right.
I mean, it's 10 billion. The Bus family's coming up. You know what I mean? So I don't see. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with what they're doing. I think it's smart.
Yeah.
Capitalize on, getting the most out of what they can get. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm sure she realizes not going to win any more rings. So she's like, hey, man, let's do it right now.
Yeah, exactly.
if they did it without, like, say, if LeBron retired, they'd probably get a lot less. You know?
Yeah.
So
Oh, so you're saying that they did it on purpose because it's probably like LeBron's last year?
yeah, it's smarter because it's still worth more while he's there. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true. That's true.
that's what I'm saying. They're probably realizing, look, he's still here. We're still worth a lot. I don't think we're gonna win any more rings. Let's just capitalize, sell it now at a great price, get this much for us, and cool. We'll that's it. You know. So
You know who's the one guy I would have picked over Doncic to like lead the next like era or generation of the Lakers to be that guy?
I don't know.
I don't know if you'd agree with me because I know you love Luca, but there's
I do
one guy.
love Luca. Luca's great, man. Do I think?
I love him
You know
too.
what I mean? You have to build the right team around him. That's it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And Luca is a little like I don't know. He's a little bit soft, a little bit.
He's not soft. He's been playing professional basketball since he was like 14.
And then that's
Like he's not inspired to go, hey, like, you know, like remember when he was in the finals against Boston? You think he wants to go, shit, I got to go guard Jason Tatum. Fuck. Oh, I want to do that. He's not Kobe Bryant. He's not Jordan. Like, he's like, fuck, I got to guard Jaylen Brown now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a knock on Luca, but he's been playing professional sports for a while now.
Yeah, so he's not really up to the task to be a defender, and you need
yes, exactly.
to be one of the greats like Kobe, like Jordan, like anybody like that.
Yeah,
you need to play on both sides of the field. You can't.
I totally agree, but obviously that's not him. So let him score 40 points and have the rest of your team play defense for him.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's not a caliber of mindset that's going to take you to the championship and make you win. It's a caliber of if you have a team surrounded around you and you're all playing with good chemistry and playing good together, then you can win a championship. But you're not going to have one guy that can basically motivate and keep the momentum for you like LeBron did against like when he was playing with Cleveland and he came back and took it all. Like, you know, LeBron was up to the task at that point for Cleveland. But Luka has never really been that guy. So Lakers, you kind of need one guy like that who can play offense, defense, and can just motivate the whole team to like do better, you know? And to me, the perfect fit rather than Luka would have been John Morant.
No.
John Morant can shoot threes. He plays defense. He plays offense. He does it all.
He's not Luka's good for sales. John Morant is good for. I like John Morant. I do, but he loves showing guns on social media and getting in trouble. That's not a good look for LA. But
it's not something that they wouldn't think about taking that deal if it was available. The only thing is you're coming more from a perspective because you're a Celtics fan and that's your team.
I'm not I'm a Celtics fan, but it's not about that. It's about business. Luka's good for sales. As soon as he's marketable. That's what I'm saying. Marketable. Is John Morant marketable? No.
But if you look at the history of the Lakers, if you look at the history of the Lakers, they've always picked up guys who not only are marketable but also the best at what they do.
Yeah, I don't think John Morant is. I think his defense is shit too. I really do. And he's a lot like Luka's a big dude. That's a big dude. John Morant's a small dude. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but he's a small dude.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, imagine John Morant trying to guard like a Tatum. Holy shit. That's like what, 6'2" against 6'10"?
Yeah, but they're playing two different positions, you know.
No, okay, but sometimes you'll put Tatum at the guard.
No, I understand.
Like, or even like Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's like what, 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
That's dude. Imagine Morant trying to guard that. He's hella bigger.
Honestly,
see, Luka is like, dude. Luka's like 6'8", right? He's tall.
Yeah.
He's a big dude, but that's also why he's kind of slower.
Honestly, if I was the Lakers and I was like the dude that's buying them, the Dodgers, I would just say now I would have an excuse to get rid of LeBron and take him before he retires. Just cut him out and get some good money for him. And his son, both him and his son can get the hell out of LA Dodge. And then And then I would have tried to pick up John Morant with Luca together. That would have been the fucking shit.
That would definitely be a help to Luca, but he needs more defense than that, dude. That's not defense.
No, of course.
He needs big trees, dude. You need a lot of trees down there, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean,
And he needs a defense. You need a defensive guard, dude. If you put John Morant and Luca at the guards, what it would be, you have no one playing. So if the other team has a good guard, who's going to guard him? Neither of them. They'll go right by. That's a problem. So that's why I say that's not a great like start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you just need you got to put like that. They were on the right track with that Mavericks team. You know, so that's why I was surprised they got rid of him. But I see where they were going with it. You know what I mean? We'll see how they do this year with AD down low. You know, because that was one piece they needed. I wouldn't have got rid of Luca, but you know they were building in the right direction because they had a lot of defense for him. Pretty much the whole team was defense besides Clay, and Clay was a great defender when he was younger.
Yeah,
you know, but. Right. And then Kyrie, like I said, not great on defense. Not great on defense at all. But, you know, you kind of offset that with his passing and points.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? And then, yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see what the Lakers do, man. I have no idea. I mean, they're, $10 billion sale. The Buss family came up, dude. I believe it said he bought that team for like $70 million, bro.
That's what I heard, yeah.
From 70 million to 10 billion, hey, bro, family came up.
That's tight.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a big growth, dude. Big ups to them.
For sure.
I want to see what moves they make though, because if he really, obviously, dude he wants to get a championship. That's why he purchased him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna try and have dude make right moves to try to, help Luca out.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have any other NBA news?
Nope. Tomorrow. The game's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
From what I've been hearing is that I don't know, the excuse train is out there, but Halliburton has a hurt whatever. I don't know. That's what I heard. Something's hurt on Halliburton. That's why he played so soft last game. I don't know. But, yeah, so he may sit out the next game. If he sits out and they're at home, obviously it's over. But,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I said, all OKC has to do is win. If they don't win the next game, they'll win at home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if Halliburton sits out, then, they'll be fine. They'll probably just take it in game 6.
Gotcha. We shall see.
Yeah, we'll see if he plays because that was the big thing. He doesn't know. He's like, I don't know if the doctors will let me play. I was like, what? It's the finals. What are you going to do after this? So we'll see.
All right. Let us move on and get into some MLB games. What is going on with the MLB?
Got a lot of MLB games today. Let's see what's current. So the Guardians and Giants. The Giants are losing 4-2 in the bottom of the 9th. The Giants have one more crack at it to try and come back. Verlander got rocked today. Not a great thing. He's trending. Not for the right reasons. Not a good thing. Verlander needs to, he hasn't had a great season. Obviously, it's his, 20-something season. So, the Giants picked him up because it's Verlander. He's had a great career,
Yeah.
But he's definitely hasn't put up numbers like he should. So, very, very not cool. But, yeah, so the Giants are current right now. See if they can come back. The A's, they are playing in SAC. I was watching a little bit earlier. The Astros are up 9-2 in the top of the 7th. They made the stadium look different, though. It looked cool. You know what I'm saying? I was checking it out. I was like, okay, they kind of try to expand a little more, get them a little more seating. So,
nice.
Yeah, we'll see if they come back against Astros. I highly doubt it, but yeah. So Astros are up 9-2 on top of the 7th, and you got the Dodgers and Padres. They're about to start the Yeah, top of the eighth. The Dodgers are up 3-1. For some reason, I feel the Padres just can't beat the Dodgers. I don't know why. But each day I report it, and they just have a problem with the Dodgers. They always have.
Right.
So, yeah, they're down 3-1.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Was there anything trending from that game? No. Okay. So, all right, let's get into the scores. So we'll start fresh with the Yankees game. Anthony Volpe was trending for the Yankees. And yeah, it wasn't a good thing. So that's not good. He couldn't make the play, and he basically the Angels took the lead because of his error.
Oh,
You
really?
know what I mean? Yeah. So that's not a good thing. You know what I mean? So they it ended up costing them the game. The Yankees. The Yankees lost 3-2 to the Angels, which is not a good thing. The Red Sox beat the Mariners 3-1. Phillies beat the Marlins 4-2. Pirates and Tigers were postponed due to weather. Damn, I wonder what the weather was over there. Damn, that's crazy. The Rockies beat the Nationals 3-1. Blue Jays beat the Diamondbacks 8-1. The Reds beat the Twins 4-2. The Braves, they beat the Mets 5-0, and I believe Chris Sale he was trending today, which is big for the Braves. That's good because they need some hitters on their squad. So he was pitching today, and he was just he was killing it.
Oh, nice.
Good for Chris Sale. Yeah, he's a good pitcher. Like the Braves need some of that going on, man. So that's good. Yeah, they beating the Mets is a tough thing too. The Mets are a pretty good team, so
Right.
they waxed them 5-0. The Rays beat the Orioles 12-8. White Sox and Cardinals, they were postponed, so they'll be making that up. Brewers and Cubs were also postponed. Damn, there was a lot of postponed games. Holy shit. A lot of rain.
There was like it's a trending topic that I'm reporting on, but I think like Detroit area had tornadoes and shit today, bro.
That's why. Okay, so because you had the Tigers and Pirates postponed, the Cardinals and White Sox, and Cubs and Brewers. So it had to be that whole area.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so that was Chicago, obviously. And then Detroit. Yeah.
Tiger. Yeah.
Yeah, so all those were postponed. And then the Royals beat the Rangers 6-3. So yeah. Those were all the trends in baseball. And those are all the scores as well.
And do you have any other sports trends that we have not gone over?
No, we did the Lakers. We did all the baseball ones, and then obviously Stanley Cup, NHL's over, so we're good. Good to go.
All right, well, let us move on and get into today's trending topics and what's hot. Jay, do you remember the other day I was talking about that trial that was going on with that person who killed the officer, the cop?
Yeah, I do
So
remember.
it looks like the case is finally over, and the Karen Reed is the wife whose murder case verdict has reached after deadlocked first trial.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think happened?
I don't know.
Do you think she's getting charged because she killed a cop, even though it was her, you know?
Yeah, I didn't even research it. I know you said she killed. Who was it that she killed? Her husband, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't research it. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Is she getting charged or no?
The trial saw more than 30 days of testimony and 4 days of deliberation. Reed was found not guilty of drunken driving, manslaughter, and fleeing the scene of a deadly accident. Her first trial on the same charges ended without a verdict last year when jurors deadlocked.
Hold on. So it was drunk driving.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what they were trying to get her for, and they couldn't get her for it.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh. Okay.
Looks like she got away scot-free from killing her husband, the cop. And they were trying to really come down on her because he was a cop, obviously.
Well, obviously, that's why.
So, she is free to go. Kind of crazy.
It is.
is. It is what it is. All right. Shout out to the 31 people watching. Let us move on and get into the next trending topic. What is Honda getting into, my friend?
Honda, bro. I saw this and I was like, hold on, what? Did I read that right? So they've taken their talents to space. They launched and landed a prototype rocket. I was like, what? You know what I mean? That's a key milestone for them because I had no idea they're trying to achieve suborbital spaceflight and they're gonna do it by 2029, according to them.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Honda? I had no idea. That's kind of crazy. So they're not just they're not in the car. They're expanding. Obviously they got their cars, but man, they're their government's they're very ambitious about this, dude. You know what I mean? They're trying to it said their government is putting in like 8 trillion yen into the space industry, which is 55 billion like US. So I was like, oh wow, they're really focused on getting up there, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's very interesting. Yeah, I read that. I was like, oh shit. I had no idea it was Honda that was doing the rockets. So
for sure.
Yeah, that's a trip. That's a trip. So welcome Honda to the industry. So we'll see.
Yes, I know a lot of people are trying to get into that space because that's the future. So
well, yeah. I mean, remember, according to you, we're not going to be there, but I have a feeling we'll be there a lot sooner. But yeah.
We shall see, my friend. We shall see. Maybe Honda will take us up.
Everyone's kind of focused right now on doing that. That seems to be where we're headed. That's a lot of money's going that way.
The truth is, Jay, that I am loyal and I will wait for Subaru to take me up to space.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Anyway, let us move on. So that is our Honda takes you to space news, maybe.
Yeah, that's a trip, man. 2029.
2029. Honda is taking us to space.
That's their goal. Yeah, obviously, I think Elon's going to be quicker than that, but that's their goal. So that's cool.
All right, guys. And in business news today, we had a Fed meeting and they came into a conclusion that they are going to hold the interest rate steady for the fourth time in a row now. So the Federal Reserve said today it is holding its benchmark interest rate steady, keeping borrowing rates elevated for Americans for the fourth straight time. The central bank is opting to wait for more data quantifying the economic impact of President Donald Trump's aggressive tariff agenda and tensions in the Middle East. The U.S. economy has shown itself to be resilient in the face of current pressures, but businesses and consumers are starting to rein in spending as they too wait for further clarity. And Trump earlier Wednesday called Fed Chair Jerome Powell stupid for not lowering rates and advocated for putting himself at the head of the central bank instead, noting that he would do a much better job. So Trump is actually trying to get the Fed to cut rates. And he's talking shit to them like, yo, y'all need to do it. Y'all stupid as hell for not doing this because we need to, boost the economy. And they're purposely not doing it right now. So, kind of crazy. Let us move on to the next trending topic, which is we got some AI robo-taxi news for you with Elon. What's going on there, buddy?
Robo-taxis, common sight on public roads of Austin, Texas. They are trending. That's it's a huge milestone because the company's target launch date is, I believe, June 17th or 22nd. One of those. Well, within the next, I don't even know the date today, but within the next week should be a good to go. So that's a good thing for Elon, man. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at that. So yeah, the robo taxis are they're all over Austin, Texas right now, man. They after they're fully released there, he'll be working on they're coming here. So it's going to be a trip to see them here with all the competition. I don't think there's any competition in Austin. I think it's only robo taxis. I don't think Waymo is there. I'm not in Texas, so I don't know. But I believe he'll be running, obviously, Texas roads. You know what I mean? And then once that's fully established, he's coming here with the robo taxis. That's what he
And,
says. California is next on the list.
right. And they already got Google's Waymo expanding California service by up to 50% just before the
Yeah.
Tesla Robotaxi launch.
Oh, of course, because
They're
Waymo,
trying to
like I said,
actually-
Waymo's too. It's powerful, dude. Waymo's excellent. Their AI is excellent. They could go anywhere with their AI.
you got Google going up against Elon Musk. You know?
Yes, pretty much. Google got that bread, so yeah. I mean, they're like I said, their AI's fucking phenomenal. So it makes sense what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Especially because now in the peninsula, as you know, we see the shuttle up and down the shuttle, not just we obviously in SF it's all Waymo the 2-seat, you know what I mean, for passengers, but they got the shuttle out here. That's gonna be crazy. I think the shuttle holds what, 6?
I think so,
4 or
yeah.
6. Yeah, 4 or 6. So if they do that, bro, it's a lot of competition right there, man. It's a lot of competition.
You know what they should do is they should put shuttles like that. So you know how like Sam Trans has its routes that it takes, like
Yeah.
El Camino to like the city and stuff.
Yeah.
They should do that with like those shuttles and like have them run on El Camino for people that want to pay a little bit extra and have like shuttles like that. You know, maybe
Yeah,
do
but
like
those are, you don't pay for that. I mean, they're paying for more convenience, you know?
yeah. But right now, those are the people that use them. I think are only people that like actually work at the places that like build them and stuff like that. You know.
Oh, yeah, you mean the people driving them?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, I see them up in the hills a lot, the Waymo shuttles. And then obviously
Yeah.
we saw it on El Camino, by the gym. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
But they're just, they're just basically getting it used to the roads,
Right.
which is kind of cool. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
That's true.
But yeah, they're smart, expanding their competition. They know Elon's coming.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So once he's fully ready, especially with getting everything done in Austin, then he's coming here.
Yeah. Exactly.
He wants to get that running perfect, and then yeah. So this is obviously he knows this is the big market for that. You know what I mean? But if he's running Texas solid, then obviously there's no way. I don't believe there's Waymo out there. So
Right.
you know what I mean? It'll be fine. He'll have to break into this market here. So this is gonna be the harder one, obviously. But he also knows this is the what?
If you think about it, Elon is a smart dude because of the fact that since like 2012, whenever Tesla first came out, he's been using the data of the cars driving themselves, just driving, and he's using the data to like make his AI and like do the robo taxi and stuff. So it's really
that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. I'm sure his AI will be good. You know what I mean? But like I said, like you said, he's going up against the big dogs. You know what I mean? Google, like I said, there, Waymo's real nice, man.
Right.
Real nice. So
all
curious
right.
to see it, man. I can't wait to see the robo taxis in person.
Oh, I know. It's gonna be tight.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, let us move on and get into some of this crazy weather and why these baseball games got shut down today and we couldn't even watch them.
That's what I want to know.
So we got some crazy weather. It looks like in Detroit alone, there is 16,000 people without power right now. Severe storms caused power outages. High winds, hails, thunder, and lightning hit the area as severe weather moved through Metro Detroit. As of 10 p.m. today, 16,746 customers were without power. Damn. So yeah, that's pretty crazy what's going on right now over there. Just be careful if you are out there and do not get close to any power lines that might be loose. But yeah, so that is my trending topic that is happening, and that is in the Midwest over there. It is getting kind of crazy, very crazy, my friends. Anyway, shout out to the 30 people watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share so we can share this alpha with you all the time. And let us move on to my last trending topic before we get into some other stuff. And that is the new movie that just came out. It is 28 years later, and we got the first reviews in. Have you heard about that movie, Jay?
Hell yeah. I remember seeing the other ones. I believe it was 28 weeks or
Yeah,
days. I
28
think it was
weeks.
days actually. It was days, right?
Right.
I don't remember. I saw the first one. I think it was days actually. I
Okay.
didn't see the second one. I saw the first one. I was like, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So the first review that came in is by a critic by the name of Danny Boyle and Alex Garland. I'm sorry. Critics say so. This is what critics say about the movie, what was produced by Danny Boyle and Alex Garland. So critics say that they return to the franchise and it's a triumphant one, with
Yeah.
eye-catching visuals, unexpected choices, and an emotional story anchored by a breakout performance. It's pretty much go like thumbs up movie. I think people really like it. It says almost 2 decades since the release of the previous installment, which is the one you saw.
Yeah.
Uh, 28 years later arrives this theater in theaters this weekend, and yeah, it just says that people are digging it. I guess the critics. There's a new storyline which is secluded survivors of the apocalyptic rage virus. It is more moving than scary, but it's again as visually inventive as expected, and features a standout performance from its young lead. So yeah, people are liking it. And for our average day Joe's community or watching us, I do have a trailer I wanted to play you guys of the movie.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's do
Why
it for
not?
Day
I'm
Joe's.
curious.
Check out
I
the
like I said, I saw the first one way back. It was cool.
yeah.
Wasn't bad. It was cool.
All right, well, let's check out the trailer then and see what y'all think. Let me just pull it up real quick for you guys. All right, that should be good.
Oh, shit.
Wait, sit here. Sit here.
Auntie, what's going on?
Jimmy, sit still. Keep quiet and do not move from the spot.
7, 6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't look at what's in front of you. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. Men go mad with watching them. There's no discharge in the war. If your eyes drop, they will get the top of you. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Try to think of something different. Oh, God, keep me from going lunatic. Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. 7, 6, 11, 5, 4.
What you think? What you think? Yay or nay?
I can't tell. I mean, it reminds me of the first one. So, you know what I mean? Just the way it's kind of made.
Okay.
They didn't not showing too much. You know what I mean? Like I don't really know. I don't really know exactly what to expect, but I mean, if critics say it's good, it could be good. But
Is this something you're going to run over to the movie theater this weekend and watch?
I don't know. If I went to a movie, I'm only watching it at 40x. You know
Gotcha.
that. Yeah, I guarantee you though, they'll put that movie in 40x.
Should be a good one to watch in 40x.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I guarantee you they would put that in 40x just because from that trailer. Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
All right. Well, that is 28 years later. Should be a good one. If y'all going to catch it this weekend, it will be out. Let us move on and get into the Jay's movie of the day. What you watching? Is that Martian? What are you watching?
Yeah.
Is it? I couldn't tell.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was watching, man.
Nice.
Yeah, watching The Martian, man. It happened to be on. There was a few movies on, but I figured I'd put The Martian on. It's a good one. It started like almost identical to our show, so I was like, fuck it, we'll put it on.
Might as well. Might as well.
Yeah, it's a good one. Martian's a solid film.
What is The Martian about for the people that don't know, and who's in it?
I mean, you got Matt Damon, Kate Mara, a lot of people. Sean Bean, like a lot of people are in it. But it's about a mission. Obviously astronauts they go to the planet Mars, and they're basically doing a mission up there, and then something catastrophic happens, and they end up leaving Matt Damon behind. They didn't know; they thought he was dead, and then like, as time goes on, they see like movement there, like, from the rover, like that he's driving and just all the panels he's setting up. And they're like, what the hell's going on? And then they start doing the research and they're like, oh shit. They realize that he's alive. So they have to figure out now. He's trying to figure out how to communicate with him because he only has a certain amount of food, So he's trying to figure out how to communicate with them. So he drives and gets some of the old technology from before that's buried, and then so they realize, okay, he's talking with them this way, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna be running out of food, so I gotta, he uses his botanist self, and he's like, all right, I gotta start growing some food just in case shit happens, Right. So he starts, he basically starts becoming self-sufficient on Mars. And then obviously, there's always going to be shit that happens, I'm not going to get into all that, but basically they have to figure out a way how to get this guy back home. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool. It's a really good movie.
Did he see another alien?
Huh?
Did he see another alien?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. They didn't go that far. They were more focused on, what he was doing there and how to get him back to Earth.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they didn't go to that level of if he saw anything else. Yeah. But definitely a solid film, man. Very solid film. Like,
what would you rate
very,
it? 10?
Yeah, it's a Ridley Scott film, man. Ridley Scott films are just excellent. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a very well put together movie. Very excellent actors and actresses. Just definitely, it was good. It hit everything, whether you're happy, sad, mad, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So definitely an excellent film. I'd recommend it to everyone. Definitely a really good movie, The Martian.
All right, and since we're doing movies, people that were in, let's go with Michael Pena on this one.
Okay. He plays a funny part. He plays a funny part in this movie, actually, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of his movies are kind of like the same kind of similar role.
Yeah, he plays that similar role.
Yeah, he does. Let me ask you though, what is your favorite Michael Pena movie?
It's hard because he's never the lead, dude.
That's not true. That is not true. One of my favorite movies that I was going to mention is he is the lead in that.
No, he's not the lead in that movie, and I know what movie you're going to mention too.
he's
half the lead. Half the lead. He's half the lead.
But still.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. My favorite one with him is gonna be I'll go with this one, only because I really love this movie.
Oh, okay.
He's definitely not the lead, but he's one of the main characters.
I got you.
So I'll go with this one.
And what about underrated? What's your favorite movie of his?
Underrated. Yes. So now there's a shitload to pick from there. But I'll go with most likely I'll go with Shooter.
Okay.
Yeah, because he played a really big role in that, and he was being framed anyway. So,
Right.
and he also got his ass kicked by Mark Wahlberg. Remember?
Sure.
That's a really good film, though. That's one of my favorite films. So.
My favorite movie of his would be End of Watch.
I already knew it.
I love that movie, bro. But yeah, he is like pretty much the main lead. Like it's just him and the other guy.
Hats. Exactly. Jake Gyllenhaal's the other.
And as far as my underrated movie of his that I really enjoy, he has so many of them. But if I have to pick only one, I'm gonna have to go with Crash.
Okay.
I really enjoy
I
that.
can take that. I can take that.
Yeah. But as far as a movie that he was the main lead, that definitely I could be like, yeah, this was a good movie. Would be Cesar Chavez. He did depict the role of Cesar Chavez in a movie.
Never saw it.
Yeah, so that is, and
okay.
Yeah, so that is one of the few. But yeah, he has a lot of good movies. Ant-Man, Fury with Brad Pitt.
He was even in Gone in 60 Seconds. He was a youngster in that one.
Yep, Chips.
Chips, yeah. Lincoln Lawyer.
Observe and Report with Seth Rogen. Yeah. He does it all, man.
That's what I mean. He's been in hella movies, bro.
If you've never seen it, also check out Collateral Beauty with him and Will Smith. That's a good one. Gangster Squad. That's another good one.
So, yeah. He has a lot of good movies, man.
He has a lot of them. $1 Million Baby. So yeah, check it out, guys. That is Michael Pena Movies. Michael Pena. Okay.
That was random. I didn't expect you to pick him.
Sometimes you gotta go with it. You gotta go with it.
That definitely wasn't. Yeah, it was different. I didn't expect that.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that is our movie of the day. Let us move on and get into these markets and see what is happening today in the crypto market space. So as of right now, we have Bitcoin sitting at 104,844. It is down 0.44%. So it's kind of just going sideways. While Ethereum, your largest altcoin, is at 2,517. It is down 0.66. So it too is just going kind of sideways. Your fear and greed index, you are in 48 neutral. So it is kind of going more towards the cusp of fear right now. And that is just because of all the little things that are happening all around everywhere. And on top of that, the Fed today did not lower the interest rates. They just kept it at where it is. And I think that might have just kind of made the market not really react in any way, just kind of, your global crypto market cap as a whole is at 3.26 trillion. So you guys, we only have 0.9% of money coming out of the market as a whole. So it's just kind of going sideways, but it is a good time to accumulate right now as it is in the neutral zone, kind of leaning towards the fear. Your top trending coins right now, number one is Form, which is down 3%. Number two is BMT, which is up 10%. Number three is ADA, which is down 2%. Number four is Arrow, which is up 19%. And number five is Orbs. That one is up 11%. Now your top five gainers. At number one, we have Snowy Owl, which is up 3,900. Number two is Homer, and then the acronym is Simpson. That one is up 730%. Number three is GameStop Coin. That one is up 471%. Number four is Harris Dogs. That one is up 423%. And number five is Bohm Trump, which is up 399%. As far as your top 100 mentions for the gainers, number 25, Coinbase Coin. That one is up 132%. At number 33, we have Brad, which is up 80%. At number 47, we have Corey the Palm, which is up 37%. At number 60, we have Cross, CROS, which is up 30%. At number 73, we have San Chan. That one is up 22%. At number 85, we have Bitcoin Pizza Day. That one is up 20%. At number 92, we have X Raiders, which is up 18%. And for your final number 100 gainer, we have Polypad, which is up 24% currently. All right, guys, that is our crypto. That is the markets just kind of trending sideways right now because of current state of affairs and what is going on. So just either do buy some right now because it is a good time to buy, or just hold on, but do not panic sell like other people are, or else you will lose in this current state of affairs market. All right, guys, shout out to the 33 people watching. Let's get into your guys' horoscope for tomorrow. This will be June 19th, 2025. Starting with always the first house of the Zodiac, which is my sign, Aries. Tomorrow, Aries, expect a change in mood after a moment of introspection. Tomorrow, your thoughts may feel rather taxing at first, so never rush through them. Instead, pause and sit with whatever. A small moment of honest reflection will dissipate the fog. Your energy will rise anew, stronger yet calmer. Taurus, what drains you deserves distance. You may notice how some people or tasks become inexplicably tiring. You won't want to ignore it. Your time and energy are sacred. Let them be given only where respect and peace reside. It is okay to step back without needing to explain. Let yourself breathe away from that which feels heavy. Gemini, you don't need all the answers to take the next step. Tomorrow may bring moments when you feel unsure, but don't wait for absolute clarity. Trust your instinct and gently move in that direction that feels right. Usually the answers come after you take that step, not before. Cancer, something confusing turns clear. Tomorrow there will be a tender moment of understanding, either through silent contemplation on your part or a kindly whispered word from elsewhere. That which stuck in your heart will begin to make sense. There will be no force involved. Clarity will drift into your mind when you least expect it. Then we got J sign, Leo. Action, not perfection, is demanded by the day. You will be tempted to delay things as if awaiting the right moment to plan things most perfectly beforehand, but the stars ask you to just begin, for progress is achieved through courageous steps, not waiting for that perfect occurrence. Your innate fire always produces results accompanied by perhaps a few jagged edges. Then we got our Virgo. Let go of the outcome and trust the process. Tomorrow is not completely about finish lines and worthiness. Rather, it is about being present with whatever you do. Release too many expectations, you have done enough. Quiet results are arising from your steady advances. Let go of the instant need to check the destination. Peace will enter when you release your grip on the outcome. Libra, you are not behind, you are aligning. Tomorrow might trigger an occasion where you feel others are ahead. Do not compare yourself. The way you cruise now is on daily adjustments, not races. Take a breath and return to what felt right to you. Your growth is so silent, it is so much louder. Take life at its own pace. Scorpio, grant yourself the grace you would afford others. Tomorrow, the pressure to remain strong or to be perfect might rise, but your heart demands softness. You tend to be the one people lean on. Now it's time to be a little kind to yourself. Speak gently to your soul. Rest if you need to and cry if you have to. That is healing, not weakness. Sagittarius, which is also my wife's sign. The things you thought you had lost may come back under a new guise. Tomorrow, an offer, a dream, or a connection from the past may be presented to you in a much different manner. Do not judge the opportunity by how it once appeared. Time changed you, it also changed this. Accept this gift again, but this time with new eyes. Capricorn, let joy surprise you. You might find that happiness lies in a place where you never thought of looking tomorrow. A few mere words, a gesture, or a moment could uplift you more than some big plans. You are always looking forward to your goals, but deep down inside, this day wants to touch you tenderly. Allow yourself to relish life in her small beauty without a hint of guilt. Aquarius, tomorrow is for daring questions versus safe assumptions. You will encounter a situation or experience that is familiar on the surface, yet you may have to question it more than assume, just so that the possibility can arise of your curiosity becoming your power. Do not cower away for the sake of peace, because truth lies in daring to ask. Last but not least, we have our Pisces. You are not your doubts. Move anyway. Tomorrow might feel uncertain without your heart, but that would not mean you are wrong. Doubt is just a visitor and not the truth. You are not supposed to be perfectly sure while making the next move. Just start softly. You will be louder afterwards once you start moving. All right, guys, that is our horoscopes for tomorrow, June 19th, 2025. Like I said, we just kind of like to guide you along your path every day. That's why we do that for you. Shout out to the 33 people watching, and let us move on and get into Jay's conspiracy of the day. What you got for them today, Jay?
I'm gonna be talking about my kind of my genetics. I'm what you call a night owl. I've been a night owl since I was like 10. You know, a lot of people used to be like, why don't you ever just go to bed early? Well, you know what I mean? Like I'd be up all night. Like I remember grade school, high school, college, everything. I've always been a night owl. You know what I mean? And so I was doing research and it's influenced by genetics. I found out that, you know, because it's my it's how my body's natural tendency to be like late night owl or early bird in the morning because I love those are two times I love. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
love like even when I used to do like say homework, studying, or even business or work between like 1 and 4 a.m. I'm always the most creative. I notice that with my mind always, you know. And basically it's known as my chronotype. It's determined in large part by my genes. You know what I mean? So while people were trying to tell me that, oh, you should go to bed, this and that, you know, people were just basing that on their little 9 to 5 work or their morning routines or their just natural circadian rhythm. You know what I mean? Everyone has different circadian rhythms, you know what I'm saying? And sleep patterns. But basically, like, you know, like thousands of years ago, when we had beginning civilizations, you know what I mean? Dating back to like Neanderthals and even before that. Some people just stood out from the rest because they required less sleep. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely one of those people. And you know, you're able to be up all night long. Like I said, at night I catch my wind. I'm wide awake. Like I said, I'm more alert. I've always been that night dude. You know what I'm saying? It's usually it said it was only about 7% of the population who's born with this genetic. It's a certain gene. Everybody is definitely not born with these genes, and certain people have inherited this over time because back in the day, you know, you had people that you needed to keep guard, like say of the campfires. You know what I mean? Like when you were say, you know, like if you're, you know, who else is going to be watching and like being, you know, taking care of everyone while everyone's sleeping? You know what I'm saying? Like whether you're protecting from harsh animals or enemies or whoever it may be, you always had that one person that was going to be like, yeah, I got this. You know what I'm saying? I'll hold it down at night. Don't worry. You know what I mean? But someone always had to be up since there were so many dangers and deadly things coming at night. You know what I mean? And like I said, only a small portion of the population has this gene. Not a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I know plenty of people still to this day, you know, that always were like, oh, I'm a night owl. I'm this, you know, I'm like, hey, that's cool. You know, if you are, you are. If you're not, you're not. You know what I mean? Just go with your natural clock. You know what I mean? Your internal clock's going to tell you, okay, you know, like, you know, there's a certain people, once it hits 10 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? I've seen it all my life. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just naturally, they wake up at 5 a.m. and, oh, yeah, they feel great. They love, you know, that's their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've never been that person. You know what I'm saying? Even when, like I said, even in school and everything, you know, I had one class at 8 o'clock in the morning one year, and I was excellent in math. That year, I did fucking terrible, and I never had a class early again like that. I was like, I'll never do that again. You know what I'm saying? I even told the counselor, I was like, hey, you can't give me math at 8 in the morning, man. I don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
So how'd you get by when you had your corporate job in the daytime?
So my corporate job, I didn't work during the daytime. I worked like at corporate, I did 11 to 7, 12 to 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see what I mean? So that was still early for me, but I could still manage to wake up and be like, all right, cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't early enough to where I was like screwed, you know. And then in college, when I was in college, when I was able to like really figure out the schedules, never a class before like 12 or 1 o'clock. Never.
Oh, really?
I'm the type that like, hey, give me that class from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. one time a week. Give me that class from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. one time a week. Give me that class from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Like whatever it may be. Like, but anything after noon, you know?
Right, right.
Yeah, because when you have to do like, you know, like I said, and even in high school and then like junior college, they make you do some classes in the morning, you know, but you don't have to do all of them in the morning,
Yeah.
you know? But it's like, I would only, you know, maybe like when I had to do one at 11, I'd be like, but I would still be fine. But it was, like I said, the early, nah, not for me, man. I've just never been an early bird. Never. You know, I don't mind 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. is stretching it. Once I know the sun's coming up, I'll knock right out. I've always been like that.
Who in your
And I could sleep through the sun. It's like my favorite, honestly. I've always been like that. You know what I'm saying? Always. That's why working at the clubs, it was easy for me. People were struggling. Oh my God, I'm so tired, bro. I'd work at the clubs and I'll go lift afterwards. Remember, sometime you'd meet me at like 3:30 in the morning.
I know, I remember.
And I'd be like, dude, I'm wide awake. I'm fine. You know, because you were doing a night job too.
Yeah, so I'm saying
You know?
we were always like night owls together.
That's what I'm saying. I know. That's what I was telling you.
I get it from like my family, like my mom's has always been like a nurse working at nights.
There you go.
And I always had like night jobs and stuff too, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like that's, you know, like people should try to fit their molds, not try to fit society's molds, you know, like, oh my God, I gotta get to bed. I gotta get a job at 9 a.m. Like, bro, relax. You know, we happen to live in an area too that's in the Bay where you could work any fucking time you want. Literally.
Yeah.
You know, like fuck, man, you could get any type of job you want out here. It doesn't matter the time, you know. Right. But people would always try to fit that mold, like, oh my God, I gotta go to bed. Oh Jesus, it's 11 o'clock at night. It's midnight. What? How old are you? You have to, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is weird to me. You know, people try to fit those molds. Like, dude, just be natural. You know, if you a night owl, embrace it. You know what I mean? If you gotta go to school and shit, okay, we get it. But like, you know, it's like, I don't know, people just kind of try to fit the certain molds, man, and it makes me kind of laugh, you know?
Do you think when you get older that's going to change, or do you think for the rest of your life you're always going to be like that?
I sleep the best when the sun comes up. I always have. Like, I get quality sleep too. Like, if I sleep, like, so say when the sun comes up, right? Now it's coming up at 5:55, and I'm like, fuck, man. It doesn't come fully up, but you could see like light, you know? That's why this is not my seasons. Like, you know, when it's October, November, and it gets dark at 5 p.m., oh, that's my favorite. But like right now, like when it's like 7 o'clock, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed, right? I can sleep from 7 to 12, those 5 hours, right? And those are like I sleep like a rock, bro. Like if you wake me up, like it's rare, you know what I mean? But those 5 hours to me is like 10 hours to someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I sleep deep. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like to be bothered. Like if someone wakes me up during my sleep, which is something I cherish my sleep, you know what I mean? But those 4 or 5 hours I sleep, like I said, is like 8 to someone else, you know?
Yeah. My deepest sleep is from like 8 a.m. till like 12 p.m.
See? So very similar. Very similar. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like a rock at that time. Like, you know what I mean? Like done deal. But those hours I'm so recharged.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a trip. But yeah, so
that's caused by genetics. That's
there's a gene. Only 7% of the population is born with this gene.
Gotcha.
That's it. Gotcha. And it's because of back in the day, you always had to have someone that was lookout, doing the being that person at night, taking care of everyone. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
if there's ever an apocalypse and we're all at your house, then we definitely can take turns. You'll be the night guy, I'll be the day guy. We'll be good to go. to go.
Right?
Got it unlocked.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But like I said, man, like, yeah, and it's funny because, like I said, performing better and everything in life, it's always been later in the day and nighttime for me, you know.
So,
I've transitioned so much that I barely go out during the day, honestly.
yeah.
I do everything at night, and I'm blessed in an area where most things are 24 hours, so I don't have to. And now with Amazon, fuck, I don't even have to go to the store no more. I used to have to go to the store. Now Amazon, dude, done. Same day, done.
I told you
Fucking beautiful.
I told you, I don't know if you remember, but I had a like really vivid dream like a month ago that KFC by your house, it closed down.
What do you mean, down the hill?
Yeah.
The one by Orchard?
Yeah.
What about it?
I had a vivid dream that it closed down.
Okay. Did it close down?
No, it's a dream.
Yeah, but I'm saying, did it actually close down or no?
No, it's going to happen though. That's about.
I don't know because
that usually means it's going to happen.
Okay. The funny thing is, like, I know it's like right there, but I don't even go on El Camino. Like, I don't even go to El Camino. It's rare if I take El Camino, so I'm like, you know, it's funny because I literally only hop 280. You know what I mean? I never go to El Camino 101. Never.
I mean, that place is winning because they connected with A&W, so you can get that root beer float there, and that shit is hella good, man. The root beer floats.
Yeah, but I could see. I make my own shit, man. Why the fuck I want to go buy one? Like, I make my own.
Well, I'm saying, like, you get out of the gym. It's a hot ass day. You want some protein, so you go and you get some ice cream and root beer. Like, that's the
Why
best.
would I do that? I have stuff in my house.
Yeah, but it's not A&W's ice cream.
Oh my god.
You know, A&W's got really good vanilla ice cream, bro. It's like really good.
I don't know, man. I believe in my own stuff, man. Like, you know, if
What's
I want some ice cream, I'll just Amazon me some of the best shit ever and I'll be cool.
What's your favorite brand of ice cream?
Dude, honestly, I don't eat ice cream. And if I do, like I said, I'll just get some French vanilla. It's very easy. Just give me some French vanilla or vanilla. I don't even care.
So,
but I don't eat ice cream, dude. Like, it's not something I'm telling you, I don't have a sweet tooth. You know, so I don't crave that.
French vanilla is my favorite, but it's only my favorite if it comes from this particular brand.
What brand?
It's a brand that is very natural. It only has like 3 ingredients, and they have the best French vanilla tasting ice cream ever.
What is it?
And that's from Breyers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
French vanilla.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yep.
Said Breyers with a B, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, exactly.
They have that on Amazon.
Oh,
I know they do. But see, the one thing I have not bought on Amazon is it's because I don't buy ice cream. But I know when I'm craving some, I'll get that. How about that?
Alyssa, if you're listening, get this man a root beer float. He needs one.
Jesus Christ.
He needs it. I can tell.
You funny, bro.
That'll be a good one for Chef with Jeff, bro. You make whatever you make on the food, and then you can be cheering Alyssa with like some nice mugs.
Bro, right here. Look, I just looked it up too. Right here, Breyers, right there. French vanilla, boom, Amazon. Great, 4.6. You know, it's got 1.2K reviews, boom. Yeah. So, oh god. But yeah, it's just no, because she likes ice cream and all that shit. See, I spend my calories. Give me some meat, potato. I'm very meat and potatoes, bro. Meat and rice, you know, I'm like that. I'd rather spend my calories like that. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though, because I be lifting. I don't crave like sweets at all. Never have. You know, my mother craves sweets. My father even likes sweets, but I've never been into sweets. Me, just give me the, you know, give me a tri-tip, give me, you know, ribeye, give me all that. I'm more into that.
Yeah, Alyssa says it's all about the moose tracks.
What?
All about moose tracks.
I don't know what that is, man. Is that ice cream?
I don't know.
I thought you said I don't know. I have no idea, man. I don't. Maybe it's a brand. I don't know.
And we
I have
got
no idea.
We got DTW in the house. He says, "Sup, DAMU, sup, Damu,
What up?
sup, brother. Nice to see you on here." And then Alyssa says, "I'm 10 feet away from him, so she is gonna be making you some root beer floats one of these days in the future."
Oh Jesus! I don't know
Because
what Moose Tracks is though, man.
Because she says, "My honey loves his proteins." See, man, that's a good protein right there to have.
It is not, dude. I have protein, bro. My first form protein I can mix it with milk and I'm fine.
No, I know, but I'm saying that once in a great moon, it's good to have a different alternative of protein, which would be a root beer float.
Oh my god. Okay.
I mean, it's protein and it's hella good.
What if I wanted a Coke float?
A Coke?
A Coke float. What if I wanted a Coke float?
The only way to do that is if it's cherry.
That's what I mean. So what if I wanted a cherry Coke float, bro? Not a root beer float.
I don't know, man. You're getting complicated now, man.
I'm just playing.
We're going with the classics here. You know, where you can either get a cream soda or a root beer float.
Hey, you know what, man? That is something that sounds really good. My father used to love cream soda, and he'd buy some ones you wouldn't even heard of. They'd be in like these bottles, and I was like, "What is this?"
I know.
And he'd be like, "Try it," and I'd be like, "Oh my god, that's fucking good." I don't even know what they were. I'd be drinking it like, "Oh my god, really good." I don't even, and they were like in like, the bottles. I don't even know what brand they were. I was like, "Damn, that's good."
Exactly.
That would be good. A cream soda floating with one of those. Oh my god,
Sure.
that would definitely be good for sure.
And Alyssa says, "Yes, half of the pantry is first form."
It is. I could show you. You'd be like, see, oh my god, he got a whole fucking supply store right there. But see, I'm like that. I have that for the gym, and then in my office, I have my fucking vitamins for daily. Because I switch off every day. Got to stay healthy, bro. If you lifting weights and you cooking, you better stay healthy.
Well, for sure, man.
Yeah, it's mandatory to me to stay healthy, man.
You got to do it, especially
exactly, man.
Bodybuilding half your life.
All right, he said half your life. Yeah, man. But yeah,
all
bro,
right.
for sure.
All right, guys. Well, that is it for us for today. Like always, health, wealth, and happiness. That is our motto. That is what we go by. So thank you and shout out to the 42 people on here for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share so we can share this alpha with you. And Alyssa says, and Moose Tracks is my favorite ice cream from Safeway. Basically vanilla ice cream with Reese's. Oh, that sounds terrific because Reese's is my favorite damn chocolate. So with vanilla ice cream.
God.
Like, oh my God, I'm going to have to try that now. Moose Tracks. All right, I gotta remember that. Vanilla ice cream with Reese's, bro. Like, dude, I don't know about you, Jay, but when I was growing up, my favorite cereal was that Reese's cereal, like the Reese's peanut butter.
Not me.
Oh, bro, I used to love that shit.
I was very simple with cereal. I didn't eat a lot of it, but when I did eat it, I just had some Frosted Flakes, bro. That's all I needed.
That was a go-to as well. That was.
That's what I mean. And then if I needed, like, if I wanted to be healthier, I had it was the one with raisins. I can't remember the name.
Oh yeah, Raisin Bran.
There you go. Yeah, if I wanted it healthier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not a big cereal head because when I actually grew up and I found out cereal doesn't even have a lot of nutrition for you anyway.
I grew up on cereal and on Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, like that no nutritional value at all. So I started getting more. I started getting more into the oatmeals and then actual like bacon, potato, like, you know what I mean? Like hash brown, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
egg, obviously real nutrition because I realized cereal was not doing it for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I haven't had a bowl of cereal in God knows how long. Jesus, man.
Me too.
I can't even remember. Can't even remember, man.
I wouldn't mind having a bowl of Frosted Flakes right now.
One day, bro. One day, break that out, man. Maybe on Amazon order, you know what I mean? Just be like, hey, I'm gonna get this for old school times.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll even take Lucky Charms if they got it.
Damn, that's throwback. Holy shit, I haven't had a Lucky Charms in maybe 30 years, man. Holy shit.
They were so good when they.
I can't even remember. Damn, holy shit. Yeah, it's been a long time, bro. That's a throwback. Wow. Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms, brother.
Crazy.
All right. Well, this is the end because we are coming to the end of our show. So, as always, let us get into the last segment, which is Jay's and mine final words of wisdom. What you got for them today, Jay?
Backed by Mr. Marcus Aurelius again. I'm going with another quote. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. Going with that one today. I like that one a lot. You know what I mean? So it's just basically saying that a person's value, is tied to his goals and aspirations they set for themselves. And that's I believe that a lot because I'm very picky about who I have around me. Very, very picky about who I have around me. If they're not on a similar mission or at least similar mindset as me, I'm not. I mean, we're cool, but at a distance. You know what I mean? So I try to keep people around me with similar virtues. You know what I mean? And desires. So ambitions are very, very important to me because it says a lot about who the person is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yes, sir.
And to kind of finish off with what you're saying, remember, guys, your ambition is not greed. It's your soul whispering what you were born to build. The goals that burn within you were placed there for a reason. When you honor them, you honor yourself. Your value is not measured by where you are, but by how deeply you are called to grow. And each step toward your dream is a sacred act of becoming. So I got a cool little spiritual quote by the indigenous, and that is, when you walk toward your goal with courage, the universe walks with you. Your worth is not in what you possess, but in what you pursue with purpose. That's it, guys. That's it for us. Thank you so much for watching. And we will be going live, like we said earlier in the show, every Monday. We're going to be doing our Monday night lives for the gym. So you will definitely be able to catch that. We did one for you guys last night as well. So don't forget to check that out if you missed it. And we will see you back here tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. So catch that. It will be our Thursday segment. Kind of cool, kind of cool. It is moving on. And thank you so much again. And until tomorrow, guys, we will see you then.